Hey guys, this news is breaking here in the UK right now. Do you remember back in July 29th of 2024 to be precise, and in Southport, which is about 20 miles away from where I live, little seaside town, past its heyday, but anyway, there was a Taylor Swift inspired dance class for little girls in the area. 3 little girls from that dance class never came home because they were stabbed to death. Stabbed to death in their dance class. 8 other little girls were also stabbed, but they survived. Well, Axel Rudakubana, who was the killer, was due to start his trial, and he decided at the very last moment to plead guilty to all charges. So, I'm going to read this breaking news from Wales Online. Axel Rudakubana enters courtroom and refuses to speak. The courtroom is packed with members of council, members of the public, press and court staff. Mr. Justice Goose, the judge, enters the courtroom and the hearing is underway. Rudakubana is asked to confirm his name but refuses to speak. His barrister, Mr. Wright QC, says there is no doubt the defendant in the dock is Rudakubana. Mr. Justice Goose says so he refuses to speak. The barrister confirms this is the case. That was at 11:42. Stanley Rees QC indicates his client wishes the indictment to be put to him again. Rudakubana pleads guilty to the murder of Elsie Stankham. Rudakubana pleads guilty to the murder of B.B. King. Rudakubana pleads guilty to the murder of Alice de Silva Aguilar at 11:44. He also, a minute later, pled guilty to 8 counts of attempted murder in respect to the children aged under 18 who cannot be named for legal reasons. He also pled guilty to the attempted murder of adults Leanne Lucas and Jonathan Hayes. Rudakubana also pled guilty to a count of possession of a bladed article, namely a kitchen knife with a curved blade. He pled guilty to a biological toxin named ricin and possession of information of a kind likely to be useful to a person committing or preparing an act of terrorism, namely a PDF file entitled Military Studies in the Jihad Against the Tyrants, the Al-Qaeda Training Manual. Dear God. So he's going to be sentenced on Thursday. So as a result of his plea, no longer face trial, Mr. Justice Goose indicates sentencing will take place at Liverpool Crown Court on Thursday at 11 a.m. Addressing the defendant, the judge says, Axel Rudakubana, you can hear me, I know, and those who sit with you, including your intermediary, nod their heads to indicate you can hear me. You have now pled guilty to this indictment to each of the charges upon it. The next stage is for sentence. That will take place on Thursday at 11 a.m. You must keep in touch with your barrister, solicitors and intermediary. You will understand that the inevitable sentence I will impose upon you means your life sentence equivalent will be imposed on you. I will have the complete sentencing process on that occasion. In the meantime, you go with the officers now and you will be produced at the hearing at 11 a.m. on Thursday. Victims' families will attend sentencing. The families of the victims were not present in court today, with the opening of the trial initially expected to start tomorrow. The hearing comes to an end and court adjourns for the day. Okay, I want to say he did the right thing eventually, but this guy never intended to do the right thing, did he? I think this is some kind of attempt to not get a whole life order. 18 years old. I hope they give him an whole life order, or at least the equivalent of it, but let's wait and see. I hope they televise the sentencing on Thursday. I'll stream it if they do.